What is up, Bricksters? It's me again. Now, if you probably tell, my camera's off a bit here and everything's cleared around the table. The reason why I'm doing this is because I am going to be doing another toy review. You guys seem to like the Monsters at Work figures I got. I got over 100 views and it even got me impressed. I thought I was going to get one of the lowest, but I guess it would be like some sort of like a detailed review. And speaking of which, for today's review, I got this bad boy right here. Ugh. It is the Dino Fury Megazord Link set. This comes with all the 5 Zords, well, the first 5 I mean, and the keys, which is actually really good because it would be a pain in the butt to like get the keys and stuff from the figures like the Amazon thing. Oh yeah, this is an Amazon exclusive though. I was going to get them separately, but the only thing they have for a single pack is the T-Rex Champion Zord, but I decided to get this. I am super excited for this. It's because I've been waiting to do a review for this thing since the announcement for Power Rangers Dino Fury. Now, as a huge Power Rangers fan, and I've always collected a lot of Power Ranger toys when I was young. So, just like Ben 10, these Power Ranger toys were the best thing in my childhood. Now let's take a look at the back. You might have seen it by playing in the wrong place. You can see here we got the each packing of how the Zords combine. Here's green pink to form this weird thing, which I don't know why, into this. Then black and blue, here's the Stego Spike Zord, the Tricera Blade, which combines to this blade spike thing. And for the single pack, we have the T-Rex Champion Zord, which, if you combine all 5 of them, it'll become Dino Fury Megazord Warrior Formation. And before, here's the front side part of it, you can see the Megazord, and on the this side, I want to give you a better look. You can see there's like the symbols of it. Here's the saber-toothed tiger, the Triceratops, T-Rex, Ankylosaurus, Stegosaurus. There's the top thing where it comes with. And the bottom says nothing. That's not important right now. What is important though is getting this bad boy open. So, I'm going to have to turn off the camera for a better view, and let's get straight to the unboxing. Alright. Unlike the last review I did, I used some adult scissors, so this time I got these kid scissors right there. I know it's not really that much, but this is for like kids who are under 6 and need to be careful with these kind of scissors. But, you know what I mean, right? Let's go ahead. Here we go. Look at the instructions. Oh, some few fell, but here, let me turn this on. And we are done. Man, sorry about that. It was super sweaty. You need to like put them all together. He was the most difficult one of all of them. Don't be fooled by the fast motion I was doing, but I promise I'll do the Megazord combinations first. And I learned something, that these keys can go into the morpher. We'll get that down to in a minute, and I might count these as extra pieces, even though they're like combinable with some of these guys. But still, let's begin with the review. Just gotta move these parts out of the way, and let's start out with the big guy himself. Just gotta move these out of the way and begin with the review of the T-Rex Champion Zord. I gotta say, he is pretty amazing though. His mouth can open in this Ratchet Clank thing. His arms can do this. I wish it could do a little bit more show accurate thing, because in the Japanese version his arms was kind of bented out like that, but I guess that'll work out. And I guess so. And I didn't know this thing was supposed to be a pluggable thing, but nope, I guess I was wrong. Yeah. What's the best part of it? It's the details of it, though. I really love the details they did for the Zord, because in the Beast Morphers thing, they kind of did it like in a cheapy plastic in kind of way, like they show out bright more colors, but still, love with the design for it, especially with the tail and its head a little bit thing, and with these boxes thing. I don't know what they're called, but they're like these black boxes with one drill, one blaster. Yeah. This, however, was way more difficult than I imagined, because I've had to like plug into these feet there, like and what I love about this Zord is because this thing can like move out its legs up, just wrap the tail. But it doesn't matter anyway, because the best part of it is like they're Legos. It can just plug in. Anyway, back to this thing. And especially I think the knees can move? I don't know. I thought I did. Oh wait. It can. But in this way, because in its battle form it's supposed to move like this. But yeah. And most importantly, it has to do this. In the Japanese version, there was a button over there. Here you're supposed to like click on it and it's supposed to move down, but I think this is a lot better than using this thing. And the new feature for this thing, the arms can move down. Ooh, oh, it's rubber. I didn't notice that, but the Japanese version couldn't move its arms now, which would be totally suck. Though if you own the Japanese version, it would be more difficult to like try and get the arms out of the way if you move the body. But yeah, anyway, love the detail, and especially with the red color, it especially looks like the Bandai American version. And as well, yeah, I used to collect the Bandai American version, but I kind of forgot about it. But still, I love how Hasbro did a good job with this. This might be by far one of my favorites. And you can see here, just gotta take out this box. You can see there's like this hole over there where you can plug the key. We'll get to that later. Just gotta plug this back in. Arm design looks pretty cool though. And you can do this. Maybe like if you want to make your... Keep dropping the tail. If you want to make your T-Rex do like this, you can... It can do that, or if you want to scream at something, you can do that. But it's really funny though. By far the T-Rex Champion Zord is probably one of my favorite Zords so far in the Dino Fury series. So I would give it a 5 out of 5. Yep. Let's put him aside. Next up are these two guys. Whoops. T-Rex is kind of sticking his tail out of a... Here we have the Inklo Hammer Zord and the Tricera Blade Zord. What's the huge difference in these Zords is because their heads are in ball socket joints. And that's a little bit better because in the Japanese version it was kind of like a hard stick thing, but... Ooh, look at that thing. This thing's made out of rubber. I think the head's made out of rubber. Same thing with this two spiky things, but it's plastic in the rest of the body. But look at this detail on the Zord. It can make, almost looks like it's a mechanical Zord, which is like a cool detail. Let's take a look at Inklo over here. Now what's the best part about her is that her tail can move out like this, sort of like in the show. But her head's kind of like too small to move because of size comparison. The Triceratops head is kind of bigger, but the Inklo's kind of not. But what's the weird part of it is that they don't have any back legs. Yeah, so how they move is like how they roll around. I wish they could have had some wheels on the bottom to like make them move, but yeah, this makes sense to like combine them. But I really enjoyed them so much. They look amazing to me though. So with that in mind, I would say they're okay though with the additional ball socket joint, and especially with the tail rotation thing. But honestly, they kind of look like dinosaur slugs or dinosaur mermaids. I don't know, but anyway, these are really cool though. I really appreciate them. Okay then, let's begin with. Oh well, next up, what I'm gonna say is the Tiger Claw Zord. Now, I was shocked out that the Green Ranger Zord, when I checked out the Japanese version toys, they're like, how should I put it? I wasn't expecting it to be a saber-tooth tiger, because the last time they did something like that was in Mighty Morphin when the Yellow Rangers Zord or Mecha was a saber-tooth tiger, but it really looks amazing though, especially with its green color. Obviously, his arms can move, or her, since Izzy's a female. But yeah, she can move her arms, and their front paws are kind of like in this 360 turn. I think it's kind of like a two hollow thing, but this, however, I cannot move because of this thing on her tail, which in this additional form, it can become kind of like a Zacian. Let me just show you what I mean. Just gotta take these parts, then you put it into a side right there. Sorry, I couldn't find the spot. And carefully split the tail off, sort of like that, and then plug it into her side. Oh! Uh-oh. This one's new. I thought this thing would like plug it into their back, like in wings. I don't know. I'll have to let me just plug it into her back. And this part of it pretends front. Man, this thing's really hard. Oh well. Let's just put it back together. Put this sword back in, which it can go into her mouth, just very hard though. And this thing, oh well, whatever. I still prefer like this though. And what's the new thing about it is that her head's kind of like in this ball socket joint, just like the other Zords. However, you have to be careful, because if you're planning on making the combination of the Zord, this thing's going to be hard to get. See what I mean? Because of if you want to take off her head, you might accidentally take off the ball point of it. But yeah, so this one is kind of like a fragile Zord. Yeah, I also seen Dawson Ryder's review for these guys, and I've heard that his Tiger Claw Zord's foot kind of broke off, so I'm kind of afraid to like take it off and turn into like this Inklo Tiger combination. So I'll show you the pictures of what they look like. But other than that though, this is the Tiger Claw Zord. I'm kind of afraid that if I would take it apart, it might break some few things, but still, here is the Tiger Claw Zord. Next off is the Stego Spike Zord. Okay. Oh, this is new. The spikes are made out of rubber, and good thing, because if you're walking around, if you leave something like this and you would step on it, it would be way worse than a Lego step in. But really well designed with the rubber on the spikes, maybe because it'll help kids safety. But yeah, the Stegosaurus' head can rotate a little bit, just not really good though. But you can take these off and you can turn it into a surfboard, but you can't do that right now. And this tail is actually the important part because it does have these plugs on it, which you can plug these in, sort of like that. But other than that though, this thing's kind of like a brick type Zord, because wait, have you seen this here? It kind of does look like a brick though, except with feet and a head. Other than that though, it looks really cool though. The Stego Spike Zord, it is 10% spikiness, but if you do want to be careful not to lose this part, because if you step on it by accident, major stepping hazard, kind of way worse than a Lego. But other than that though, here are the Stego Spike Zord, the Tiger Claw Zord, the 2 miniature Zords, and the T-Rex Champion Zord. Now it's the moment of truth. It's combining time. Starting off is the T-Rex Champion Zord battle form. I have to fast forward this. Alright. Just gotta take out the... Oh, this thing came off. I'm gonna move the arms out. Just gotta take this part out, plug this thing in, and then move the arms. Let's do the other arm. The drills are kind of like in this thing, but I don't think I'm gonna leave it there. And I gotta put the cannons in. Up. Now, before I want to put the head in, here's a fun fact about those keys. These things can like rotate their heads, and if you turn them around, there's like a little cockpit here for the Ranger, or where you can see there's Zato in the cockpit, and you can do this kind of key. I'll do the key working things later, so I'll just put the head in. And we have the T-Rex Champion Zord Battle Mode. Now, this is a way improvement of the Japanese version, because with leg movement and some few arm movement. Do be careful though, because these cannons can pop out. Just got they can move out in 360 a little bit though, but due to the arm blaster thing, it won't. And thanks to the head movement thing, it can move a little bit though. Like if you want to turn its head around and do a cool pose, sort of like this. Something like that, but yeah. It's kind of remind me of the Q-Rex Champion Zord, because the transformation of how you turn it around and pull the arms down, which in the Q-Rex it did have it in sort of a way, so it kind of reminds me of the Q-Rex Megazord. Well, a little bit though. But with that in mind, let's add some more improvement to it. Let's add the Tricera blade and the Inklo hammer. This is pretty easy. Just gotta take off these boxes. I'm going to call them boxes because that's what they remind me of. Battle boxes. Just take this off. Then split the Tricera. Put it right there. Put the drill. First I gotta put the drill in. Then plug it in. Put the blaster in. Back. Sorry, I took a little breather because of this thing was really exhausting to like put together. Before that, I noticed something. Tricera, these the Inklo in half, things actually pull up to like move, give out some better articulation. Drill in. I kind of wish you can do some cool poses. The drill would go right there for some battle damage, along with the blasters on there. But I can see why. Just gotta put the blaster in. Okay. With other than that though, here's the Dino Fury Megazord, or just Dino Fury Megazord, because there's nothing special. It's just same transformation, but with the additional blue and additional pink. Okay, to me it feels kind of like a lazy combination because of It just warmed up the battle form and just added these parts in. I think it was by far one of my least favorite Megazord combinations. Other than that though, it does look pretty cool with similar combination with the Dino Charge Megazord, because blue was on the right side, pink was on the left side, which is really impressive though, even though it's just 3 combinations. But other than that though, let's check out the 2 other forms. Let's check out Blade and Hammer. Let's start off with Blade. And here we have Dino Fury Megazord Blade Only formation. This armor. I think now what I love about it is because not only will this give out a form for a Megazord, it can match up with the color. For example, we have blue over here with this Tricera Blade form. And kind of wish the arms would forms would just move out like that, but only move like that. But other than that, though, here's what it looks like if you were like I'll just take. It can be like a double slash thing. But one thing that confuses me is that it's okay. I know this part right there. Maybe you want to give it like a painful chest bump, but yeah. That part kind of confuses me though, but I love how they give it like a different head. Remind me of the Voltron Force thing from Voltron. But other than that though, here's Blade. Now let's get to Hammer. And here we have Dino Fury Megazord Inklo formation. The best part about this feature is that not only it has a flat chest on it, but if you move it like this definitely looks like a hammer. And whoops. Ugh. There we go. Well, it's not really plugged in all the way, but now it does. The drill was kind of in this thing, but what I'm really surprised about it is that its tail was super long enough. Maybe it can be like a whip sort of way. I don't know, but other than that though, it looks really impressive though. Oh. Maybe you can get it like one of these like thing in a show, make it do like a girly pose thing. I don't know, it's kind of hard to do it like that. Ugh. But other than that though, the pink formation is somehow pretty cool though. Whoops, the leg is kind of stuck out. But still, I love the pink formation they give it. They haven't done a lot of pink forms since Power Rangers is kind of a boy show, but some girls love Power Rangers, and this is a perfect example of what a pink form from Power Ranger would look like. Now I'm going to have to take everything apart right now. And here is the Tiger Claw Zord. Love the green. It really matches out with the this Megazord form because of the green color. Really, shows up more. I really love how they put the head in the sword, so that way it can be like a tiger head sword. But the best part of it, let me lift it up so you can see. These form like rocket parts in it. Yeah, but other than that though, I think Tiger Claw Zord might be my favorite so far. But with other than that though, I'll have to take everything apart now because it's time for Stego Spike Zord. See what I mean? Ugh. It's got her legs off. Oh, that's new. Oh, you put the bills over there. Now give it some extra spikiness. Same spot onto me. I gotta move the arm. There we go. Next up, oh, it does plug in. Okay. Gotta be careful to take off the head. There we go. Plug it right here. This is pretty gross. Stinky part is this doesn't plug in, so this will have to go to the sides. Okay, they're pulled down. Alright. This plugs in and becomes a little sore. This plugs in hardly. Gotta put these two back in. I almost grabbed the head. Grab this part. Comes a chest spot piece. And there we go. Finally. This thing's really heavy. And here you have it. Dino Fury Megazord Warrior Formation. This was one of the most challenging things I had to transform into because this part over there was a bit tricky to put in, but I put a lot of effort in it and it worked. This thing is really amazing, especially with instead of doing the tail parts, they did the head parts, and it's especially really cool if they put the blasters in it with the fissure of the tiger claw sword and the T-Rex shield, which is This is like a brick.
You can just take them
Yeah,
apart
for a
like
shield,
Legos.
unless if you want to
Take off
protect yourself, who wants to try to get their shield, they'll be like, arm.
Put the
Well,
first
that, though, this
shield
thing's
over there.
pretty cool though. This is my
Other
favorite
shield over
formation.
there.
Unlike the other form, the Tiger Claw might be my second one, but
The chest spike
this
in.
chest spike
Oh, wait,
thing
I'm
really
wrong.
confuses
You don't
me.
take the-
Like,
these in.
how does it really attack thing? Kind of wish the blasters over there or were
I think
like
I
there,
saw
so
in
it
other
can be
videos,
more
but
like a
the
chest
head
blaster
right
than
there.
a chest drill, unless like I
With
mentioned
the
before, you can
spike
do like
over
a
there.
painful chest bump, like, yeah, ouch.
Well, these
Other than
things come
that
out
though,
pretty easily
this
when
thing's
you
pretty cool though. Plug in the
Stegosaurus back right here.
there we go. Same thing over here. Here we go. We have Dino Fury Megazord Spike Formation. Now, I gotta say, Dino Fury Megazord Spike Formation is okay though, but it's not supposed to be looking kind of cool. It's supposed to be looking kind of scary looking because of the spikes, things on the chest and the on the sides. Really spiky though. I guess that's a lot of spike into it. But anyway, though, it does have these shield things, which you can also use shields as a destructive weapon. Take Captain America, for example. Because in the episode where Javi summoned it to form the Stego Spike Zord, where it became kind of like this... oh! That's new! I didn't know it can rotate hands. So this one's new on me, but anyway, it can do this like in you're guarding yourself. So that's a cool feature. That might be one of my favorite features. It came with the mech. Okay, I'm kind of new at this though. I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, but here is Stego Spike Zord. I kind of wish this was the head instead of this thing because of most importantly, the tail's kind of important. I don't know why, but other than that though, Stego Spike Zord is impressive.
Ha!
Now
It's
I covered
morphin'
up
time!
all the formations. It's time to form
Dino Fury Key!
Megazord.
Activate! Link to morphing grid! T-Rex Fury! Red Ranger!